And welcome back for more Mass Effect, the Legendary Edition. Again, I'm playing through many times. I've played this game, Legendary only once or twice, and this is my first time playing as the Infiltrator class. So far, not, keen or not keen. I don't really have an opinion on it. It's still early days, so I don't have all the best equipment, the best abilities, that sort of thing, and haven't really been able to synergize with other squad members. So we'll see what happens when we get to that. So I did basically all the quests that are available.
Aren't the Krogan just a few generations away from
I do
extinction?
love Krogan lore.
You don't get it. For all your talk of honor and pride, the Turians never had to test their principles in a real struggle. Anyone who fights us is either stupid or on Saren's payroll. Killing the latter is business. Killing the former is a favor to the universe.
I love Rex. Anyway, as I was saying, I did all the available quests that are internal to the Citadel, picked up what quests are available that start here and go out into the stars, so we should be ready to head out for the first time. I go past you. I don't think I need this not creeper. Yeah. That guy. Here we go.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I'll take good care of her, sir.
I know you will, Commander.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
Yeah.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
Why didn't you ever mention this?
What was I supposed to
Not
say?
the kind of thing that comes
I
up in
could have
casual
expected
conversation,
what
I
I
imagine.
I failed, Commander. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
I won't let you down, sir.
Saren's gone.
I'm a paragon, and that's
Don't
what
even
we
try to
do.
find him.
We come through, we
know
do the
who's
right
after
thing.
him. The Conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the Conduit is before he does.
Anything else?
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice.
That will be
of
our
the
first
recording.
stop.
She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll try not to
That's
make
your
things any
job,
harder on
you
you,
yuts.
Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
All right, quick chat
Yes,
with Anderson.
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing. But you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
Tell me what happened with you and Saren 20 years ago.
It's close to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle was our representative here on the Citadel. Like Udina, she wanted to get a human into the Spectres. She chose me. The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance, just like they sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
I think I deserve the whole story.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by
I
Veteran
think
interests.
this is detailed
He was trying to
in
set up a
one of the
facility
books
to
by
develop illegal
Drew.
AI technology out in the Verge.
Last name I can't pronounce,
Alliance
but I think
intel had
starts
done
with a
all the
K
work,
and has a Y in
but
it.
the council wanted a spectator.
I forget.
Compromised.
I have no idea
I
what
was
his name is.
assigned to
Anyway,
help
one of the
Saren in his
books, I'm
investigation.
pretty sure
We tracked the
details
scientist to a refinery
his
facility
history
on
and the
mountain.
mission with Saren.
He was hidden away somewhere inside.
I
protected
read
by an
it, it's
army
just
of
been a long
Veteran
time.
mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the
I need to
plant,
read the book twice
capture
before I
the
remember
scientist,
most of it.
Sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned.
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated, mission accomplished. And I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't think he does.
I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
Alright.
I
that's
should go.
enough.
I'll be here if you need anything.
And now the infamous decontamination loading screen that you see 8 kajillion times on a normal playthrough.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
It's a lot faster on this than playing it on the
Captain Anderson.
original
Survives
version of this
100 battles
game.
and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Saren's out there somewhere.
We're ready for
and
him.
we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
This is Commander Shepard speaking. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew.
90% of the
This
crew.
mission isn't going
What's
to
the
be easy.
conduit?
For too long, our species has stood apart from the others. Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy.
Satalia.
Time to show them what humans are made of. Our enemy knows we're coming. When we go into the Traverse, Saren's followers will be waiting for us. But we'll be ready for them, too. Humanity needs to do this. Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space.
You listening
Saren
there,
must be
Williams?
stopped. And I promise you all,
Who leans a
we
little
will
too
stop
heavy
it.
on the humans
Well said, Commander.
first/only side?
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, sir.
Alright. We got an inspired reaction from Joker, of all people. That's how you know it was a good speech. Oh, this is by far my favorite mission selection interface in like any game. This is just it makes perfect sense in world. It is smooth. I love that it translates across all 3 games. The galaxy map and the way this works is just such an amazing part of this game. I've always loved this. Not to mention, just come on, look at that. Heck, you see other galaxies in the background back there, off in the distance. The galactic core. Somewhere over here, I think, is where Sol is. Somewhere right around here, I think. I don't remember. Anyway, we are going to Liara's site first, because I gotta go pick up my romance interest. I don't remember which of these solar systems it's in, though. So we're gonna poke around a little bit first. And the Normandy is such a unique looking ship. Again, the design crew for this game and this series, top notch. Alright, what do we got here? So, if you're not familiar, this is the way this all works. You can check on the planets. There's a description of each planet that I've seen some insane people, first-timers especially, will read through every single one of these on stream, which God love them for their enthusiasm and their interest and the attention paid to the details they give you. No. I've read several of them, and that was enough for me. There's just so many of them. All right, let's see. We have no biotics, which is why one of the reasons I kind of like Rex. He at least has something until we get our missing crew member there. I gotta remember, because there have been controls added to this, I swear, since the original version. No. Okay, there's zoom. There's one. Ah, boost forward, okay. Alright, no. Alright, we got something over here. Something over here. Stronghold, ooh. Alright, so which means we gotta go check out the other directions first. Just a little bit. Because there's always stuff here, it's just it's scattered around the planet and hard to find. And so you just look down at your mini-map and you go in different directions. You just watch your mini-map until you come up against the edge of the map, or you find something red on it to go investigate. Pretty much the way it always works. See, there's the edge of the map. And since this is a hazardous level 1 hazard world, I can get out for short periods of time, but if I stay out, then I will die. Oh, see, there's something on the map that, depending on where it is, could prove difficult to find. I just like playing with the controls sometimes. Let's see. Alright, this shouldn't be too bad to get. Just gotta get over this. Almost. This is the traversal that really kind of sucks. There's what we're after. Alright, what do I... Alright, see a slow build up on the hazard level at the bottom. Ah, wrong friggin' button. There we go. So successfully surveyed, large deposit of uranium. Worth XP and money, so those are worth checking out. I think once I managed to roll the Mako out of all the times I've tried. So I'm not going to do a whole lot of this, and what of it that I'm going to do anyway is mostly going to be off-screen, unless it's on a planet where there is plot, in which case I'll do it just on those. But any planet that's just for exploration and just has some little rinky-dink outpost to explore, I will mostly be skipping those, and I'll do those off-screen sometime, because they're not that exciting to play, and they're probably even less exciting to watch someone play. I am inherently leery of large open spaces on these planets. And anyone who knows what a thresher maw is probably understands exactly why. Alright, is there actually anything here? Yes. So this is one of these little mini games on pretty much anything and everything you find scattered around these planets. But you find things like this. Writings from matriarchs, you find some just old Turian technology. Little stuff like that, and ultimately there used to be at least a completion set. Like you 20 matriarch writings, 20 Turian things, 20 Solarian things, and there's more than that in the game, so you just kind of had to find enough of them scattered around to get the completion. I don't know, I don't remember if that's a part of this or not.
En route.
So, normal planetary exploration is interesting. I'm one of those that decides, no, I'm gonna go this way up over this mountain to get to where I'm trying to go, and I don't care if it's a lot easier to go the other way around it, and I will fight my way up that mountain most of the time. Alright, where are we on the map? Alright, so we got... That's ultimately what we're here for, is the stronghold. And then there's some debris over there for more XP, really. Oh, there we got some bad guys on the map. Just in case. Oops. Pick up their snipers first. Anybody else? I see rockets start coming towards me. Some elevation. Oh, there we go. Where's the other one? Take a little bit of damage there. Alright. Come on. Thank you. Pirates? Okay. This is what a lot of levels are. They'll just be an outpost like this with a modular interior, and you go in, you clear the whatever's inside, and you get to treasure. All right. Let's see. Yeah, you're probably good on that, and I'll start off sniping and see what I can get. Yeah, I'm okay with that one. No, we're gonna need to. Maybe y'all could focus on the person who just ran up behind us. Then bring Garrus back. Whoops. God, I don't have that yet. Alright, where's our last one? So it has to be Asari. Welcome back, Garrus. Thought there was something else over there. But it's a great way to get some upgrades, get some new weapons. And get new stuff that you can sell. What? Damn it. The son of Dantius. Alright, I gotta make note of this planet. Come back when I've got a better encryption skill, damn it. That still looks like it's a med kit up top there. Alright, let's check out this last anomaly, and then we're off planet. And then we're really just going to go straight to wherever Liara is. Um, Well, that's different. Okay, I guess we're coming back to the Normandy now. Or not. Can we move yet? No. Okay.
Cover me.
Is that... I won't make it there and back again. Okay, back to the Normandy. I'll come back some other day and finish that planet. I broke it somehow. Alright, Poralon, Hadavig. We got quick things like that, just a quick survey. You don't have to land to go do, and then some planets don't have anything. The sad thing is you don't know until you click on it and go through the zoom in, zoom out, etc. Actually, a little bit annoying. That part of the galactic map interface setup I don't like.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Is this the one? We'll know as soon as we land. Nope. Oh, good God. Alright, fine. Pretty sure I know where this is. Yep. Here we go. Checking weapons. Nope. Don't get close. Nope. These are, oh man, these are a lot harder to dodge. I don't remember the Thresher while shooting quite that fast. Not go the same way, please. Where'd you go? Oh, come on. All right. I really don't remember Threshermoth they're being that good at leading their target. Now I have to kill it. Alright, come on. Yeah, don't get out of the Mako. No, don't! Whoa! What the hell are those things? Oh yeah, I forgot about those.
Oh, get closer. Why are these things here again? Don't chase me. Crap. What are we doing? Nope, 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 nope. Die.
You done? Okay. Friggin' Threshermoths.
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
Looks like these men were under Admiral Cahoon's command. He'd want to know what happened here.
Can I blow it up? Alright, I mean, this was the point of coming to this planet, really, was just finding that thing. Alright, not my finest Threshermoth fight, but... Alright, what else do we know? Uncharted Worlds. Okay, so that's what I say. I don't think we know exactly where to find her, and I always have to scan through a few star systems here. There, I did all these. Yep. Nautilus, I think this is the one. Too close to the sun. Therum? This is it. There we go. Hello, we're going against Geth a lot in here. Give Talia a try. Hey, Rex and Talia. You do that.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Alright, so the easiest way to tell, if you can't tell just from the way you land in the intro, plot-related worlds look like this. General exploration and subquest, side quest worlds are the square maps. Alright, let's see here.
What do we do with Warrior here? Hacking. Increase part there, and what does your machinist give you? There we go. Add Master Sabotage on our next level and see damping. I really don't care about damping, but overload, however, can be really cool. Also, what's she rocking? Probably not anything of interest or upgrade. That's better. She's not a sniper. Better shields, better everything except that one. Okay, and she's primarily going to be using pistol, so what do we got for her? There we go. Rex. Okay, and myself. Synthetic damage, and heat sink for better heat absorption. Chemical round. Let's do that, and there we go.
Okay. So riding on the other big old square planets is just practice for driving around on these. Where if you drop into the lava, you will die. And I have, in fact, turned a corner because I kept my view too low like this and drove right off the cliff into lava before, so you'll see me adjusting my view a lot. Hello, Geth ship. I think we can blow up the Geth drop ship on this mission. But I'll try shooting it next time it shows up. We'll see.
Only a fool punches a knapsack in the mouth. We should sneak around and pull its tail.
Yeah, well, we could do that. And we will, because that means there's more things to kill. This other direction. Where's the off this? Oh. It's here. And that one. One in each base. All right, Talia. You that. Finger twitched. But you can come up here and come in on land, roll up, get out of your Mako, lower the gates, drive on through. However, 1 out of 1 Rexes on this mission say that's a bad idea. Nice.
Piercing 2. Okay, anti-personnel, those are organics. Phasic, okay, those are anti-shields. Okay, I'm happy with what I got for now. What do I have on my... Do I have any armor upgrades? Oh, I do not. That's fine. Yeah, you can smash damage. Sure, Krogan. Charm maxed out, Spectre Training maxed out, and that's fine. Okay. electronics. Need. There we go, master sabotage. And. Hacking. There we go.
That should do. I thought there was one on this side too. Okay. Alright, is there anything on these sides? Yeah, I was about to say, I think there's something out here on these sides. Yeah, always worth it for the materials, the XP, everything else that kind of comes with it. Go to sleep. Here you go. Okay. Ooh, nice. No. Number 3, please. And since we now have an extra one, There we go. That's really what I needed there. I think there's anything back in this little shed, but it... No. Really difficult to get this thing straight sometimes once you get it, once you start moving at an angle. I see you down there. Ah, a little too soon. Ah! Come on, I got it. There he goes. Alright, enough of that. Alright, and our Mako time has come to an end. I need my sniper. Talia, you're good. Rex, you're good. Love a good sniper. Speaking of which, where are you? Bye-bye. Well, not enough room there. Oh, where are you? There you are. I know Geth don't have nuts, but I definitely just shot him in the nuts. And bolts. Eh? Oh, there he is. There we go. Alright, show me the jumpy one, and show me the big one. Alright, where'd you go? Do you see the jumpy one? I don't see him anywhere. Oh, come on. Hi, Talia.
Good to go.
Take down the shields. Shoot that guy for a little while. What the? Finally. Is there someone shooting me? I can't tell because I'm taking more damage than I normally do here. Ow! Crapola. Not my finest work. Oh crap, still a dude over there. Hello? Why can I not shoot him? Welcome back to the team, Talia. Alright, I don't think there's anything else out here. In we go. Definitely not my best work there.
This cavern formed around the ruin, after it was built.
Nice. This little force fielded off little room on each level. What's up, girl? I see you in there.
Hello? Could somebody help me? Please? Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
We just need to figure some way past this energy field.
It's a Prothean barrier.
Prothean hamster
I knew
ball.
it would keep me safe from the Geth. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
We just need to figure some way past this energy field.
It's a Prothean barrier curtain. I knew it would keep me safe from the Geth. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to.
Yeah, you said that already.
I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
We'll find some way to help you.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
I ran that one, didn't I?
Powering up.
Target's down.
Nice. I'll be using those shortly. Excellent.
Trying to take care of that. Let's see. I'm not seeing any more sniper rifle. Or let's go ahead and boost my overload here. Yeah. And there we go. Let's do master hacking. Okay, take all the stuff. Shield bonus. Lose med recharge bonus. Yeah, why not? No new armor, okay. Okay, heatsink 2 still works.
Bada boom. Okay, what the hell that was? Rex, quit trying to get into my screen there, man. Hello.
Oh, how did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
Did you
We
miss
have
the
to
big
get you out
boom?
of here before more Geth arrive.
Yes, you're right. I've seen enough of them to last a lifetime. That button should shut down my containment field.
There wasn't much of a button there.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. He probably wants you to help him find it.
The conduit? But I don't
Not
know.
everybody knows what a freaking conduit is, guys. This is new information.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event.
Oops.
We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
He needs to move faster.
If I die in here, I'll kill him.
I wasn't really trying to look at Shepard's butt. I was trying to look at the rooms above me.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants. Kill him. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
Alright, let's see what we got here. We have AI hacking, which would be really funny to use on the rocket trooper. And you can hit him with... I don't know what everything... I don't always remember what everything does in this version of the game, unfortunately. Which Krogan is the bad one? There he is. And now we get the cutscene.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
Noted.
We almost died out there and your pilot is making jokes?
Joker pulled our asses out of there. I think he's earned the right to a few bad jokes.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to
Looks so
Saren.
young, which is such a weird thing to say about a CG character.
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise.
Which
I have
is,
spent the
you know,
past
from having
50
played
years
2 and
trying to
especially
figure
into
out
3
what
where
happened
she's
to
a
them.
party member again. She just looks so young here.
How old
And
are
again,
you
she's
exactly?
I hate to admit it,
only
but I am
106, but still.
Damn. I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
Yeah.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Again, if you've played the series and you know what is going on here in the background that she's talking about, I love that from the get-go, you start getting this information about this cycle that is behind things across the entire game. It's not like in Mass Effect 2 somewhere like, oh, by the way, remember all the stuff you did in 1? Here's what's going on behind the scenes, here's blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, we're going to hit you with it right up front, which is great storytelling.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines. The Reapers.
Duh. Thought everybody knew that.
Reapers. But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions. Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked.
Really could have used one of those when I was trying to learn relative variable differential calculus. I was so bad at that.
Is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been
beamed the info directly into my brain.
I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
Okay, this isn't helping us find Saren or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
It was structurally unsound. It was coming down anyway.
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
Hey! Alright, so now, after every main mission, it's a good idea to hunt down your main characters on the ship and say hi. Joker, I think in this one as well. I know in some of the game, he has commentary kind of after each mission. I think in this one it might just be
for my medal.
figured
more generally speaking, rather than mission specific.
Boots out of the fire.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours. Fun.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet, if you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander.
I like
Lucky
Joker.
For you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I'm sorry, Joker. I didn't even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap.
Dope!
Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around.
Another turn in his life, and he might have ended up as the antagonist in an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bone.
I have to go.
All right.
That's pretty much, I just wanted to mention that since he is, quite important to the overall story. Okay, now we go find. This is the navigating the ship is kind of annoying in this one more over the other ones. They made big improvements between this and 2 and 3. I don't like Caden.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Fine, we'll talk about Caden, and then we never need to speak of him again.
Mission, but he has an impressive service record. Over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Alright, and Liara should be in this back room, I think. Yes. Sup?
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me.
In the last
but I am not
2
like
minutes.
Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most
That's
of
a
my time
lie.
on remote digs,
Liara's
unearthing
cool.
mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers, but I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau, I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter.
People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
Aha, you share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
Benezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood, though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face. It is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are.
Long term, if you play your cards right, you actually get to find out a lot more about Liara's father.
It cost her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, A part of them lives on in us. The Union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
Which really is a great way of just looking at relationships in general. Be they
Goodbye,
familial or romantic or just friends. Alright, so we talked to Chakwa, we talked to Liara, now we gotta go down into downstairs. We gotta go talk to Garrus, and of course, Rex. Oh, and our requisition officer.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Alright. Let's, first of all, sell. A little bit that I've already marked. I'll deal with it later.
Commander, nice work out there. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with the Spectre
Garrus.
before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to. I understand, Commander.
We'll be on the same page soon enough. Don't worry, Garrus. Alright, well, I'll talk to Ashley once.
Commander, you have a minute to talk?
Is this duty-related, Chief?
No, sir. Well, maybe. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
You don't trust their motives because they're not human.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance.
And this is why I don't like Ashley very
We should
much.
give them free rein to poke around.
I appreciate she has reasons for the way she feels. Totally understand. But at this point, it goes back to my first playthrough. Before I knew those reasons, my first impression of her is just like, a little bit xenophobic. Don't like that.
That's enough, Chief. You always second-guess your superiors?
Sir! No, sir. I'm sorry, I was out of line. I'll get back to my duties, Commander.
So, I like to shut her down right away.
Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogan live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth?
Yeah, maybe
and
not.
I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread
Freaking
out.
love Rex.
None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Alrighty. I'm going to do a quick run through on equipment here.
I need to make sure that my preferred party members have the good stuff. Tech cooldown. Actually, I shouldn't need a tech cooldown. There we go. Okay. And let's go ahead and just give her some solid chemical rounds. And sensor. Holly, unfortunately, I might be finished with you. Okay, Rex, I don't know if I'm using you more again or not, so I'm going to give you... Let's see what we got here. A lot of Hurricanes, crappy Kesslers. You are not a sniper. I need to get you some good Krogan armor. Garrus, you are always a high value character. And you are a sniper. Nope, stop that. Keep doing that. We have accuracy, there we go. Tech cooldown for you. Okay. Caden, don't care. Ashley, don't care. Okay. Worst. That suck. Worst. Heavy armor Krogan. Okay, I need to finish getting him upgraded there. Alright, that should do for now.
Looking for supplies? Let's see what you've done. You bet, Commander.
There we go.
Looking for supplies?
Meant to go back to your...
Not right now.
Alright,
thanks.
screw it.
No problem.
You're more expensive anyway. Let's go say hi to Talia and check out the engine room.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a droid like
I also
this
love
before.
Talia. She is amazing.
I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small.
One of the few romances I've never pursued, but I've seen, you know, YouTube videos for what it looks like if you pursue it in the later games. Very touching, very cool.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
Alright, quick run through on Tali's conversations, just because they really like the lore around Quarians.
Maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile.
Got a lot of good Geth lore in
All I know is
ME2.
the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal.
Until...
The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. 1 million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So, the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth.
It's a really cool
Basically,
concept.
The more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
What made them rebel?
As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
You can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
Alright, that's enough.
See you later.
Alright, Adams just tells us how much he loves having Talia around. See, look, doors open automatically. Why can't they all do that? Where's the... Thank you. Oh. Okay, so... Oh, we're gonna go examine that before I forget it and lose it. Alright, so, journal-wise, there are 2 planets to go check out next, both of which are long and involved. So, between now and next time... Okay, here we are, yeah, so 2 out of 10 Asari writings found. Lots of medals. So I am going to turn in the quests that I've finished here and do some exploration on the planets that are not quest related and sort of flesh stuff out. And next time we'll run the either Noveria or Pharos, and then if we have time, possibly the second, but I'm pretty sure that's pretty much going to take a whole session. Both of those are pretty big sections of the game that take a while. So, come back for whatever the next stream is, and yeah, come check it out. I love the game, love playing it, and I'll be doing more of it as we go. So, YouTube, thank you for being here. Please leave a like on the video, subscribe, and come back for the rest of the series. And I hope everybody's having a great day. Bye.